Architectural ideas have always been dictated by economic, cultural, and artistic expectations. In the 1500s, there was Andrea Palladio designing for the appearance of expensive construction while minimizing labor and structural costs, using relatively cheap construction alternatives. Today, we get cheap construction without the facade of art. As to what that implies about modern trends for the masses leaves much to be desired. A common limitation for constructing good homes is a tight budget, especially as the rate of wages is falling off a cliff compared to the rise of inflation. These conditions facilitate growing trends of industrial reuse for a fraction of the cost. Do you remember that big trend of converting industrial shipping containers into livable homes? Or small homes, which turned out to have a high price for very little yield? The shipping container is the structural framework that should be at the bare minimum waterproofed and insulated with holes punctured for staircases, doors, and windows. The easy supply and relative practicality of stacking structural shells to suit your building requirements remains appealing for its economic implications, albeit with compromised longevity. Then again, Australia's life expectancy for new homes is 60 years with ongoing repair work required, while the new suburbia of cookie-cutter design could stand as little as 10 years per home. I want to explore another massive question and opportunity for the industrial reuse that, to my surprise, has not been explored anywhere. That is, what can architecture do with decommissioned wind turbines? Not even big firms have covered that question. This may be because it is less practical to deconstruct and relocate than shipping containers. This would also be an expensive exercise as a unique project, but the current method of burying decommissioned turbines seems even less practical. Another economic challenge is the circular form, external cladding, insulating, adding internal floors with services, etc. would have to be standardized for an economy of scale to bring financial sense to this idea. The conversion of wind turbines into inhabitable towers, or at the bare minimum addressing reuse of the massive quantities of material which goes into manufacturing these colossal structures, should be assessed at a professional level. The pessimist that I am suspects no one is talking about doing this because it addresses an elephant in the room. Wind turbines have a lifespan of 20 years with ongoing maintenance required every 6 months. They end up in landfill and do not degrade. Why not disassemble these glorious structures and put them to good use like we do with shipping containers? After all, Australia is currently suffering from massive housing and labor deficits, leading to massive increases in the cost to build and hire workers, partly because there is not enough material to keep up with demand. Here lies a problem that has been cyclically covered for the last 150 years by all political sides. Housing shortages occur, quality of life reduces drastically, and solutions are then devised. The idea of an inhabitable tower is nothing new. The lighthouse is a strong example. I've made a lazy demonstration of the turbine's blades functioning as roof cladding and the base forming epic skylights into a large building for visual representation. We could disassemble the base of wind turbines and section off levels, keeping in mind these can reach heights of 72 meters, which I'm obviously not advocating single units reach, or integrate the hollowed cylinders into public foot traffic tunnels. We could use it for concrete formwork inspired by Heatherwick Studio's Museum of Contemporary African Art. Do something awesome. Small, let's say 12-meter high dwellings would not be suitable for older inhabitants, but at least it can aid temporary or compact housing needs. If we can integrate airplane wings into exciting buildings, then why not make small-scale buildings exciting too? There exist many opportunities for the reuse of wind turbines. I'm excited to see if architects take up the challenge. Do you think there is architectural industrial reuse potential for decommissioned wind turbines? Share your thoughts in the comments section to get the ball moving on this discussion. I'm very eager to know what you think about my idea. Thank you for watching. Till next time.